On Your Side's Joe Fisher continues our team coverage right now with that part of the story. Joe.
Laura and Stephanie, and just to touch on that body camera video that Jason Marks was just telling us about, Councilman Riddick says he wants to see it and he believes that the entire public should be able to see that video. He says when it comes to officer-involved shootings in the city of Norfolk, quote, enough is enough. And he's now calling on the Department of Justice, the FBI, or both of them to come into Norfolk to take a look at these cases and to figure out what's going wrong. He says there is a problem within the police department and he wants to figure out what those problems are. We want to give you a look at some video that we got last night at this shooting scene. Police Chief Michael Goldsmith did speak this morning. I was there with my colleague Jason Marks. I asked the chief, would there be any harm in having another set of eyes look at these cases? And he says he welcomes the scrutiny, but he stands by his police officers and the investigations that have already been done. The chief said his officers are trained in de-escalating situations when they can, but recently, including last night's officer-involved shooting, his officers have come under threat. Councilman Riddick is under the impression that officers could retreat more, not using deadly force, and he wants an outside eye to come into the department before Norfolk officers are involved in any more shootings with the public.
Certainly, we all know about Ferguson, we know about New York, we know about the Cincinnatis, but Norfolk residents should be alarmed at the number of persons who've been killed by police officers. And it's not a racial matter, it's race and class, because you have a poor white could be killed just as quickly as a black in Norfolk.
And Councilman Riddick telling me the next step will be a letter to the U.S. Department of Justice and the U.S. Attorney General's office to tell them about his concerns and how he wants them to come into the Norfolk Police Department. We are just getting out of this press conference. It just wrapped up about 15 minutes ago, but you can view the entire press conference with Councilman Riddick and the entire press conference with Chief Michael Goldsmith right now on WAVY.com, and we're going to have a lot more coming up on WAVY News 10 at 5 o'clock. Live in Norfolk, I'm Joe Fisher. 10 on your side.